These days we are facing a new terrorism. When I'm talking about a new terrorism, I know very well that the terrorism is starting since a long time, and along the history there were terrorism in all parts of the world. But here we are talking about a kind of terrorism which started since a few months, and started with the new ideas, accumulated to the old ideas they had before. Now we're gonna starting to analyze this terrorism, which was always and till now related to the economic situation up and down. And I'm going to start with a part of the economic situation which affecting the economical situation among all countries, especially the producing countries and the consuming countries. I'm going to start with the production of oil and gas, generally the petroleum industry. We're going to see a first picture. And in the first picture, we will see the production and the proven, which is in green, and the accumulative, which we'll going to find during the coming years till 1950. And according to some scientists, there are a peak, they consider it, during these days and these years, and that will, we will face the oil ending after 50 years or something, or 40 years, which I don't believe that it could be. We'll see the second picture. Here we can see a lot of countries and how the production is there, also some areas. And the peak is different from a country to another one. This shows us and proven that the peak, it could be here today, but in the next year or in the next 10 years in another country, and next 20 years will be in another country, then it's not a peak for all over the world in the same year or the same 10 years. It comes like a lot of years going on. And also during the technology improvement and during the history and the development, all these things we can find out that are different. For instance, if we are drilling for a well, a petroleum well, and right now we find out that it's not enough economical, next 10 years or whatever, we're gonna find out that it's economical because the prices changed. We're gonna see the third picture, and here it's Campbell estimate regular oil production, and also here we can see different countries with different peaks and different production among the history, and that till 2050. And also we can see United States production in the fourth one, the third picture. We can see that the production by type. There is several type of oil. Number 4, picture number 4. Yes, this is in United States oil production by type, and we can see that the light one, it's higher than the other production, and it's still we have natural oil very well, and also they have a good production still till 2035. We're gonna still producing in the United States different kinds of types of oil. Next picture, we're gonna see the potential of U.S. Domestic oil production rate, and that we're gonna see that it's coming down, and only the 2099 estimating to increase, and this is the Green River oil shales. Then there is a change of kind of oils we gonna use, which means the technology will increase the capacity of exploring other kinds of oil. Till now, we got used to explore the crude oil under the form of liquid and gases, but in future we will gonna have a technology to get used also of the shale oil. This is another one. It's forecast of U.S. oil production. Then tight oil, it's in orange, and that will be greater and greater till 2032. Here, next picture, number 6, we can see, number 7, we can see different countries and how they developed their activity, especially China and India. China jumped from the first it was 7th, and jumped to 4th country, and now the second country in consumption of oil, you know. First one, it's United States. And India also jumped from 15, jumped to number 10, which is very great, and we consider it a new phenomenon happening, which consider it like China-India phenomenon. After that, we have the number 8, a chart showing us the crude oil prices from 1869 till 2010. And why I'm insisting on this picture, because this picture and this chart, or it's presenting the prices and the adjustment. We can see at the beginning in 1969 that the adjusting of the price, it could be reach the same price which it happened in 2010, when it reaches like $150. But that in 1869 it was the prices, but that time was very like $2 or something. These $2, if you make an economical adjustment or financial adjustment for them, it's equivalent like 150. Then it's the thing is the political incidents happens and going, but that time in 1869 it was a war between the Ottoman Emperor and the other countries, and that affected the fuel in generally of that time. And but that time the coal was the only fuel used, but has been introduced also the crude oil, and because of the war and because of the political incidents, the oil has been increased dramatically and affected the prices. After that, we can see in number 9, some correlations between the political incidents and prices. We can see the Korean War in 51 till 53, how affected the prices. We can see very well the forming of EEC and the recession when has been done, and then it's falling the prices of the production, falling the prices, and we can see the U.S. market control and ends March 1971. We can see U.S. import quotas, 6 million. All this, it shows us very good the correlation between the prices and the production and the what is happening around the world. Further, we're gonna go to number 10. And here it appears very clear, the prices and the incidents. First of all, in 73, the Arab oil embargo and increased the prices from $2 to 12, and continued to increase it over $30. And North Sea Online continued when it came. It made the prices to decline a little bit, and another things happened till Iran and the war with Iraq and Iran, which affected the oil prices, and till Iraq invades Iran, and then the price going up over 60 and close to $70, which give us how much the political incidents affect the prices or the oil prices, and of course this affecting the general situation when we're gonna start to discuss about terrorism. Now we're gonna to 12. And here we can see also the same thing. Till 2005, and we can see the Iranian revolution, how affected the prices, Arab-Israeli war, Iran-Iraqi war also affected the price. And then we had oil price crash in 1985, and all over, and until we find a Lebanon conflict, Iraq war, all these things make the prices going up and up and up, as you can see. Till 2008, when the prices reaches 139 and above, even due to this incidents of Lebanon conflict, Asian financial crisis, Iraq war. All of these things came one after the other and make the prices to go up, and of course the prices affecting the economic situation, and became recession and no jobs, all these things. And at the end of the days, the third countries are affecting of revolution, because people, they don't see all this stuff. And who is getting advantage of this, the terrorists, the fanatics. They are going and using this issue to take money from the dictatorship countries or producing countries or the rulers from the countries who are dictators, and especially in Middle East, and they are blackmail them to give them money, especially when the prices are high. Then when the prices are high, the rulers are giving money to the terrorists, and the terrorists then stagnant, and they don't make any effort among the people, then they don't activate as terrorism. But when the prices are low, the rulers cannot pay, then they get advantage of this situation and provoke the people for the bloody revolution, using their ideas and religion ideas, and which are mistaken, and the illusion of the future that if they die for God, they go to heaven by this way. But it's not true. Then this is the thing. Starting from the Khalifa idea, which was an Ottoman emperor, that idea of Muslim Brotherhood and all these people are active or under the ground or above the ground when the money exists. Then when there is no money, they are active, and when there is enough money for them, they are under the ground and stop activity for a while. We can see the other picture. For instance, number 12. We saw them at 12, and we see number 17. Okay. In number 17, I explained, perhaps it doesn't appear there. It shows us, let me bring it here. It shows us the production and the imports of oil in United States. The production was rising and rising and rising, and there were technology provoking this increasing of production. And till 1990, the production started to go down. In the same time, the imports started to increase till the same years to cover the consumption of crude oil in the United States. With other words, the production of crude oil in the United States was covering the whole thing, the whole consumption, till 1990, and by that time it started to be difficult to cover the consumption, and started to import, not as a strategical way, but to cover its consumption. Now we can see after. Okay. Okay, if we can show the number 20, the last one, that will be the conclusion of that. It will be great. If not, I can talk about it. Okay. Anyhow, we already see some of the ideas of that the prices are very correlated with the terrorism and also the political incidents which in the situation. But now we are facing something else. I would like to show the first picture plus right now of the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq, ISIS. Anyhow, no, this one. We can see here Iraq and Syria in yellow, and in red the ISIS, which is Islamic State in Syria and Iraq, or in Iraq and Syria. And we can see very well in the red part, this part, it is the part which it's full of oil from the Iraqi part or from the Syrian part. The new thing of this kind of terrorism, beside how much is fanatic and beside how much is crude, how much is it's ignorance, doesn't know even the religion, doesn't know anything in spite of using the religion, but beside all of this, accumulating to all of this and bombarding themselves, beside all this, these people, instead of taking a commission from the producing oil countries to stop their activities, now they have their own crude oil. They have the refineries, they have the fields, they have their own crude oil, and they are exporting the crude oil. Now we are facing a new kind of terrorism which owns the oil, which exporting the oil. Now we have to face it like that. We are facing something new, something very hard, something could be like more than what happened in the Second World War. These kind of people, they are fanatics, and at the same time they have money and they have weapons. When I say they have weapons like planes, tanks, and heavy weapons. The question here is not only that they have money from the crude oil, but also they have money from other countries trying to be involved in their activity. And here I mean Qatar and even Saudi Arabia, which showing that they are against them right now, but they are now against them because they are afraid of them. But they gave them money during the war in Syria. And these Daesh or ISIS, they formed their roots in Syria and continued their activity in Iraq. But firstly, they have been helped to terminate al-Assad. You agree with Assad or not, but Daesh had all support from the Western country and everybody to terminate al-Assad, but it happened that they became a monster, and this monster going and tried making Khilafah. Al-Khilafah, which is the dream of the Turkey, the dream of Ottoman Empire, which they are dreaming about it, which the Muslim Brotherhood are in Turkey, and they combined with the Daesh or ISIS and with the people from Qatar, which they have Al Jazeera and money. All these things to give you how these people they became powerful and could manage and put their hands firmly on the petroleum fields and refineries in North Iraq and south or east of Syria. We are facing a very dangerous situation. This situation, it's not solved. It couldn't be solved only by bombarding or fighting them by our American weapons or aircrafts or attacks like that. No, it has to be through the people there too. The people there too, and the armies there too. They know very well how to fight these people. Exactly like what happened in Egypt. But what happened in Egypt was differently because people they stepped down the Muslim Brotherhood peacefully. But in Iraq and in Syria, it has to be done determined by the forces of the Syrian army and the Kurdish army and the Iraqi army. The people there has to be involved beside and help from the foreign countries and other countries want to help. Not only the foreigner countries and other countries can invade Iraq or invade Syria and make this to be solved. I think that this thing has to be done as follows. First of all, has to determine or to determine from where this money, and of course they are exporting the oil, then it has to be done like to stop the flow of the money. The money has to be stopped going and the export has to be stopped too. These people having money, they think that they can do many things, and they have a plan bigger than Syria and Iraq, and that we can see it in the picture number 2 plus, to have an idea how their plan is. Their plan is considering Kurdistan, which considering India too, and Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these, and the Balkan, all Balkan, and they consider Albania, and they consider Saudi Arabia, and El-Kanana, this is Egypt, and a part of Sudan, and the Ethiopia also, and the central of Africa, and El Maghreb, which is the west of Africa. These, and Andalus, which is Spain. Then they are thinking about all these countries where are written there, Europa, it means Europe. They are referring to Albania and Macedonia and what around, and it could be also Greece. These people, they have a plan to make it Khilafah and to have a Khalifa on it, and the main country of such a thing is Turkey. Then these Turkey and Qatar and ISIS, all of them, they are Sunni, to clarify the thing, how it's going. Then first of all, you have to stop the flow of money. And stopping the flow of money, not only the money is coming, but the way of things are coming, the weapons, the things are exporting. All this activity has to be stopped to dry the financial situation that they have. After that, after you can do this, yeah. Second, we have to stop the roads, ports, and the ways from which the weapons are coming, and that will make even the weapons they have without bullets and reserves. The third step, to send food and medicines for the people and the publishers about peace, the good ideas, and it will be preferable to be in gifts showing that meaning and inviting every body to come back from the group and could be forgiving. In other words, that a part of these people, they are believe that they will go to heaven, but they have to learn that God is good. God is not pushing anybody to die. God is pushing people to live. And these people, they are very poor and needs anything, needs job, needs more than job. They need food, they need medicines. If you don't send them, they believe that Daesh has money or ISIL has money, and but that money, that it means that they are good and God gave them the money. If you dry the sources of the money, then you will make the first step to prove that these people are not really religious. They are not with God. And the really way to go to God is to pray by yourself and not to go with ISIL, because these people, they believe that they whenever they will kill themselves, they will gonna to heaven, and that is the best way. The fourth thing is informing the people that this group will be punished if continues with terrorism and the aggressive acts. In the same way, to inform that people who are, not thinking, and they are going like that and thinking very poorly, these people have to be released, and in the same time to be released and not punished, and they come back to their families and countries. This is very important, but because it's very important to attract the people to their village and their countries, because otherwise they are afraid of ISIL, because ISIL, they told them, come with us, we'll give you money, otherwise we'll kill you. This thing has to be very clear and very important for everybody, to attract the people that there is a peaceful way to deal with, and to declare for the other people who are fanatics and continue with their way that there is no other way to escape, and in the same time for the people who are getting profit, getting advantage from the money coming from outside or the oil, that there is no way to run with it. The fifth step, to take the action with Iraqi, Syrian, and Kurdish armies against ISIL, or ISIR, because it's named Legion too. This thing, it's very important, as I said before, that it has to be united. It has to be all armies from outside and inside, and no way you can win a war without getting involved and get involved the resistance and the army of the country itself in the problem, the country we are talking about. We can't eliminate the Iraqi army or the Syrian army or the Kurdish army from the formula. this situation will not help, and it goes to nothing. And these people will declare that they are attacked by Western forces, and they